Rebound by Griffin. Lead pass. Skillings dunks it on the pass from Byers.
Yeah, St. Joe wants to run. Wildwood Catholic's asking for a travel. There was no travel there. Great hit ahead and another tremendous finish by St. Joe.
Second timeout by Wildwood Catholic here in the first half with 3:09 left. It's 28-13 St. Joe. You need a sign, you need Captain Charlie. Captain Charlie uses Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs to create signs for real estate and other businesses. They do construction site signs and window lettering for your business. They can also provide the lettering for your van, truck, car, or boat. You can reach Blue Water Graphics at 609-823-8891. And Cape Signs is 856-506-0610. Signs, banners, vehicles, windows, they can supply whatever lettering you need at Blue Water Graphics and Cape Signs. This game brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out, support your favorite high school team each and every week. Also, live streams of this game brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Services, with offices in Ocean City and the rest of Cape May County. All right, it's Wildwood Catholic ball, but they're down by 15 with 3:09 left in the first half. Cross half court is Lopez to White, right wing. Angelo pops out. He hasn't gotten anything close to a three-point shot.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing. They're not leaving him an inch.
Lopez on the wing. He just got his 200th three recently. Here's a three on the way from Lopez. Rims the basket. No good. Rebound inside. Lost out of bounds by White. Well, actually, no. St. Joe touched it last. Now officials are going to huddle. Yeah, it's St. Joe possession.
Yeah, that's the right call. Griffin hit it, but then it was hit last by a Wildwood Catholic player. But I got to tell you, watching Pearson's side, guard White is really impressive. He's getting around. He's not as big and he's not as long, but he's definitely battling and he's getting in front and keeping him away from the basket.
St. Joe has outscored the Crusaders 11-2 in the second quarter so far. Byers swings in the corner. Ball fake by Pierce. His 16-footer's no good. Rebound. Skillings is up and good.
Wow, this kid's a sophomore. He's either on a game of his life or he's going to be a heck of a player.
He's got 8. It's 30-13. White spins strong to the basket and draws a foul on Skillings.
I think that might be his second.
I have one, but you might be right, because we don't catch all the signals. They're signaling to the bench away from us. And they don't put it up on the, well, there's no place to put it on the scoreboard. On the line, Jaleel White.
Yeah, it must be his first, because this late in the half, up 17, if he had 2, I think he'd be coming out.
First free throw by White, no good off the rim. He's missed 3 free throws. In fact, that's all that Wildwood Catholic's had is 3. St. Joe's is 1 for 2. So they're a combined 1 for 5. Second free throw. Got it.
Catholic extending a 1-3-1, 3/4 court pressure here.
In the backcourt, Byers. Quick crossover, gets a step. They swing it right side to Stafford. Stafford's in the lane. His shot hits the rim a couple of times. No good. Battle for the rebound. Finally grabbed by Zarfati.
Byers' attack of that 1-3-1 wasn't how you draw it up, but it worked.
Zarfati to the basket. Gets under the defense and puts it in off the glass.
That's good, quick attack again. They got to do something. They're struggling in the half-court sets against St. Joe's defense.
He's got 5. It's 30-16. Byers, they get the ball into the hands of Stafford. He penetrates the defense. Back to Byers' left side. Byers and Stafford out front. There's a whistle. Timeout, St. Joe.
Hey, they looked a little uncomfortable there against the extend and trapping zone, but their ball movement was still giving them an opening. Minute
29 left first half, 30-16 in favor of St. Joe. Shoppy's is even better online. You probably visited their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Linwood, but at Shoppy.com, you can select and design your own trophy or award and order it right there. Shoppy's also has a complete line of unique gifts. Remember, you're not presenting the finest trophy unless you're presenting a Shoppy trophy. Phone 609-653-1684 for Shoppy's since 1921. St. Joe with his big attack. Keep in mind they lost a guy Marcellus Ross, who had averaged 20 points a game each of the last 3 years. There's only 4 players that I can find in Cape Atlantic history that averaged 20 points a game for 3 consecutive years. And one of the others played for the Wildcats too, Tim Burns.
I think Terrence Ward might have been on that list too.
Just missed. 19-something as a sophomore.
Didn't.
I definitely looked for him. I'll tell you about who the other 2 are when we get a break here. Pierce with the ball.
Wildwood Catholic now switched back to this helping switching man.
Pierce swings left side. Out high, they get it right side to Griffin. Here's a 3 from Skillings, off the rim, high in the air, over the backboard, out of bounds, and the ball belongs to Wildwood Catholic. 2 guys at Pleasantville did it back-to-back. Reggie Miller, 3 years in a row. The following year, Tony Davenport began a string of 3 in a row.
There you go.
We might have missed somebody, but we looked as far as we could. Okay, Wildwood Catholic with the ball. They trail by 14 left in the last minute of the first half here. White with the ball. Top of the key, Lopez crosses over. Can't get through. Back out to White. Almost traveled. And White does travel.
I'm not sure his was as obvious as the one before, but it still was a little bit of a drag of the foot.
30-16, St. Joe leads. 40.7 seconds left first half. Pierce with the ball, walks it up.
Wildwood Catholic back in their man again.
Pierce has had a great first half both ends of the court. Gets a crossover.
You are right. He starts his offense right next to that half-court line.
Yeah. They'll be satisfied just to get that last shot, and obviously that's what he's trying to do. Hands the ball off to the basket. They bounce it inside. It's turned over. Hopping's come away with it. He's going to the basket. Spins in the lane. Up, brings it outside. Lopez is open for 3. Off the rim, no good. White with the offensive rebound. Spins to the basket, too strong. It's out of bounds to Wildwood Catholic, but 1.1 second remaining here in the first half.
St. Joe and their half-court defense is making nothing easy for Catholic, whether it's a rebound, whether it's a pass, or even the three-point line. They're taking everything away. It'd be impressive to see if they can continue this the entire game.
Hopping to inbound. Gets it to White. He gets the 3 away, and it's no good. So we end the first half with St. Joe leading 30-16. Outscored to Wildwood Catholic 13-5 in that second quarter, and have a substantial lead here at intermission in a very important game in the United Conference. Sure True Value Hardware in Summers Point hopes that you'll continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service
Catholic. Some great passes in the lane and through the lane and finishing in traffic. I can't wait for the second half.
And of course, day after tomorrow, the pairings for the NJSIAA tournaments will be announced. People have a pretty good idea now, but they allow that extra time in case there's a mistake. The teams have a chance to appeal, and they can change the seedings. One interesting thing it's affecting one of our local teams is, and it's always been this way, if you have a 500 record, you are in the tournament. And Bridgeton's girls have a 500-plus record. I think they're 2 games above 500 now. I think at the 16-game limit, they were 1 above 500. But they're only number 18 in Group 4 in power ratings, so they would not normally make the tournament. But because they have a 500 or better record, they move into the tournament. The number 16 team drops out, and that number 16 team is Egg Harbor Township. So 2 local teams in that situation, and unfortunately, Egg Harbor Township, who might have thought they had it with that number 16 position, because Bridgeton knocked off a couple of wins right before the cutoff. They knock EHT out, and I know there's a personal relationship for you there.
Yeah, my longtime assistant's the first-year head coach. But the ironic thing about that, the last 2 years, EHT did it to someone else. They got in at 500 where their power points were real low. So they played a more difficult schedule, and they're tied in a tight game here and tied in the 4th quarter with Bridgeton right now. So that's going to be his little bit of redemption, talking to Coach Swift. They were hoping they could sweep Bridgeton at least. They may not be able to go to the state playoffs, but they can hang their hat on that at least.
And St. Joe boys thought they'd have a comfortable win in the first round, but because of a last-minute basket by Holy Cross, last-second basket, instead of playing a team that they feel pretty comfortable against, looks like St. Joe's is going to open with Rani. Now, this isn't the same Rani that was nationally ranked last year, but they're a good team, and they've just added a couple of players. So we'll talk more about that over the next couple of weeks. Inbounds, St. Joe starts with the ball. They get it into Griffin. He's pressured, gets to the lane, shots up, no good with a left hand. Follow is good by Skillings.
Hey, Griffin, what a difference he's made in this team. He hasn't really come off the court. He's limping a little bit. He's wearing an ankle brace, but he's been a presence there. Then he put the ball on the floor and tried to finish at the rim.
Lopez with the ball. Top of the key. Brings it out. Hopping. White right side. Threet in the corner. Hopping, looking for a screen, gets it, but can't get the 3. Beats the defense and lays it in.
Well, different attack here from Catholic. A more spread attack and a lot more movement. They went to 1-4 high look a bunch of times in the first half. Now they spread them out a little bit more, and Hopping took advantage.
First 2 for Hopping. St. Joe by 14. Out near half court. Swinging to the right. Trying to get a step is Stafford. St. Joe working. Stafford starts a drive, can't get through. Good defense by Wildwood Catholic. To the basket, strong move. Shots no good by Stafford. And here goes Wildwood Catholic. Angelov in the lane. Layup by Thweet is good.
You know, that's impressive by Angelov. He's a kid who hasn't had a whole lot of offensive opportunity this year. Tonight, rather. But he didn't force a shot and made the nice pass there for a lay-in.
To the basket is Pierce, and he gets it. He lay there on the rim for a second and finally dropped in.
Yeah, not a real pretty attack into the rim, but he was able to finish it even through the contact.
34-20, St. Joe by 14. 2 minutes going second half. Angelov with a reverse layup, no good. Ball tipped around and grabbed by Griffin.
He's not an elevator, Griffin, but he gets his hands on the ball, and you're not getting it out of him once he gets it.
To the baseline, Skilling looked like he might have pushed off, gets away with it, and there's a rebound foul on Skillings.
Yeah, I think that was more of the push-off than the rebound. There was more of a foul there in his move than there was challenging for the board.
First foul in the second half. Wildwood Catholic with the ball. Walking it up across half court. Lopez. Gives up his dribble. Now trying to get it to Thweet. Can't do it. So he brings it out to White near half court. Swings it right to Thweet in the corner. To the basket. And a foul is called on Lopez. An offensive foul.
Well, I thought maybe a jump ball. I didn't see an offensive foul.
(34-20). St. Joe with the ball. 5:15 left, third quarter. They lead. Pierce backs off. Guarded by Thweet. Crossover, can't get the step. Good defense. Griffin back to Pierce, right side. Pierce gets a step this time, and he's fouled by White. That's his third.
Yeah, White, he just was moving there. He didn't get there early enough to be able to be set. He slid in front. It was a forced shot. He was going to have a tough finish in it, but he tried to make an effort to get in front, and just wasn't soon enough.
On the line, Marcus Pierce. First free throw, back rim, no good. These teams are not shooting fouls well.
No, that might be the only thing Pierce hasn't done well tonight.
Second free throw is good. 12 for Pierce. 35-20. St. Joe by 15. Wildwood Catholic with the ball. Lopez near half court. Tries to get it to Angelo. Throws it behind him. And on the break, the shot's up no good by Stafford. A lot of contact there. Ball's out of bounds to St. Joe.
A ton of contact. But to give the kid credit, he still was able to get a shot to the rim. That was tough even staying upright on that contact.
Inbounds, it comes to Skillings. Reverse layup is good. Overhead layup, actually.
The entry pass was great because he wasn't really open.
He's got 12 points. To the basket, Jaleel White, he's fouled.
That's probably 2 on Skilling.
White will have a pair. That's Skilling's third we have.
Third.
We'll see.
Must be, yep, coming with the sub.
4:32 left. White's first free throw's good. He's got 4. Nick Bensdelva, a 6'3 senior, checks into the game, replacing Skillings, who has 3 fouls.
He was very excited to get into that game, too. It's great to see kids pop off the bench ready to play.
Both free throws good by White. He's got 5. It's 37-22. St. Joe by 15. Across half court. Feed wide open inside, and a basket. Reverse layup is good by Delva.
What a great pass. He jumped pass. You don't really love to see it, but that 1-3-1, the wing backed off a little bit, and Delva just pinched in. A great catch, finish on the opposite side.
Wildwood Catholic uses its 3rd timeout. If you live in Cape May County and you're having problems with an appliance, your next call should be to Ulmer's Appliance Service. Dryers, refrigerators, ranges, washers, dishwashers, disposals, you name it, Ulmer's can repair it, and they service most major brands. Ulmer's Appliance Service, offices in Ocean City, Wildwood, Seaville, and Sea Isle City. There's one close to you. Phone 609-399-4398 for more information. Ulmer's Appliance Service. So Wildwood Catholic down by 17 points with 4:23 left in the third quarter. Trying to avoid their 3rd straight loss. Paul VI came back, outscored them by 9 in the fourth quarter to beat them by 2 on Sunday after their loss to the Patrick School, nationally ranked team, on Saturday.
Yeah, I don't get the sense that they're out of this game. They just need to string a couple baskets together.
Lopez with it. Strong dry whistle. He's fouled. Fouled on the drive. Shot doesn't count.
Yeah, there was contact, but again, you're going to have to make that call every single possession because both teams are getting after it as they should.
Fouls on Delva, his first. 39-22, halfway through the third quarter. Inbounds pass comes to Thweet. He gets it back out to Lopez, who drives the lane. Shot no good. Rebound grab by Delva.
Again, Griffin a factor in there, just staying big, and he was able to deflect that rebound.
Crossover by Pierce. Bounces right side. Stafford back out to Pierce. Pierce pressured, backs off. Stafford swings right side to Delva. Pressure on Stafford, or excuse me, on Griffin, and he's fouled. Or was it just knocked out of bounds?
It just got knocked out.
Knocked out of bounds.
I think Griffin would much rather be closer to the basket, but getting the defense out that far opens up everything else.
Now there's a strange play. The ball came inbounds, hit on the back of the head, Dave Zarfati. But it was touched out of bounds before it went out of bounds by St. Joe. So
because it was his head, he got too big a bounce back at him. He couldn't control it.
It did. It came right like he hit it off a wall. And he's still shaking his head, Zarfati, and tucking in his shirt.
You don't see that from the sideline much. You see it on the baseline every now and then, but not from the sideline.
Three with the ball to White on the right wing. Gets a screen, can't get the shot. Crosses over to the baseline, brings it out to Lopez. Back right side to White. Tweet holds at the baseline. Power move. Short shot in a lane, no good. The rebound by Griffin. On the run, Pavard bounces it to Stafford. Delva right side. Stafford looking to be trapped. He gets out of it. Double team now and a whistle. He traveled.
Yeah, he did drag it. He did. Kind of surprised he didn't get a call. It's right there in front of the St. Joe bench. I thought they may call a timeout. But he did. He saw the pass. He got rid of it, but traveled first.
Tom Belanson checks in, replacing Lopez for Wildwood Catholic. And here comes Jada Byers back on. He replaces Delva.
Yeah, I thought he might be coming in there. His quickness was really a factor in the first half.
Angelo has been shut down.
Yeah, he needs to get a couple open looks.
He hasn't even shot a three. Goes to the basket, ball fakes, feeds White. He lays it in. There's a whistle. Looks like White will have a free throw.
Yeah, I think it's on Griffin. It was late. Angelo definitely moved 1 foot. I couldn't tell if he moved both. But again, he's not able to finish. Makes a nice little back pass there so White could get the opportunity to rim.
I think it's on Byers.
Was it on Byers?
His third. White to the line. Free throw. No good. Tweet kept it alive, but Griffin clears out the rebound. White's missed 4 free throws. Out near half court is Pierce. 15-point lead for St. Joe. Pierce pressured. Reverses himself. Still dribbling, and he's finally fouled. Zarfati's first foul. Team third.
That's great defense there by Fardy. He was moving his feet. I know there was some contact again, but it was kind of both ways.
Pierce pressured. Brings it across half court. Now it's stolen away by Zarfati. He's got a lane to the basket, puts it in.
Yeah, did a nice job. Pierce has turned his back. Zarfati took the ball and finished.
He's got 7. 39-26. Pierce with the ball. Across half court. To the basket. Jump stop, foul. Looks like Belanson will be hit with a foul. Yeah.
Yeah, he was determined that time. He got the ball taken from him last possession. He was going to get to the rim this time.
His first, team 4th. 2:03 left, third quarter. 39-26. St. Joe by 13. Pierce free throw. Good. You're probably hearing some background noise. It comes and goes here in our broadcast. We're trying to track it down. Haven't been able to.
I thought we had some sound effects going.
It's not here right now. Second free throw is good. 14 for Pierce. 41-26. Spin by White in the lane. His shot's no good, but he's fouled. Fouled by Pierce. That's only his first.
That's a real difficult cover. That time Catholic just totally spread out and just let White go down the lane. Pierce tried to contest the first side penetration on the left, but not able to contest the length there.
Inbounds, trying to get it to Thweet. Now finally has to bring it out high. Here's a 3 by Angelovich, way short. He rushed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He knows they need that, and he tried to get it, but didn't get himself set. Pierce with the ball. pressured in the backcourt. Ball comes loose. Griffin goes and gets it. Whips it to Byers with a great crossover. Feeds inside. The layup is good by Stafford.
Another great diagonal look, and then another finish in traffic.
To the basket is White, and a blocking foul. Could have been his 4th foul, but they call a foul instead on Pierce.
Yeah, I thought it was the right call. He made the penetration outside of the defender's body, and the defender stepped in to create the contact.
Hopping coming back on, replacing Balanza.
Yeah, we haven't seen Hopping for a little bit.
St. Joe 43, Wildwood Catholic 26. And here comes Alanis Urbanis, the 6'8" senior, into the game for St. Joe. His first appearance. They bring it out high to White. Wildwood Catholic trying to work and get back into this game. They're 17 points down. White with a crossover to the basket. Whistle. Another blocking foul. This one on Stafford. That's his 3rd. Team foul number 6. Fans don't like it. And I guess White's going to shoot. He wasn't in the act of shooting, was he? Yeah, I guess he was.
Gave him
2 shots.
That's just such a tough cover. He's so long and able to handle the ball. It's difficult for the smaller guards to just stay in front of him. Not so much the first move, but the second, the counter. Just length is just too much.
He's 3 for 7, make it 3 for 8 on the line. He has struggled at the foul line tonight. Byers is replaced by Pierce.
Yeah, he was almost walking over the line as he shot that one. Just needs to stay with his shot a little bit, bend his knees. Have a nice base.
Second free throw rims the basket and drops in.
Yeah, that wasn't textbook, but it counted.
He's got 8. And a traveling violation on Urbanis.
Another right that Pavard made a great pass in the middle. St. Joe's is doing whatever they want against this 1-3-1, but at that time it's a turnover on the catch.
Angelov across half court, top of the key. Pulls back here, fires a 3. It's short again. Save though, great save by Thweet. They get it back to Angelov. He can't get a shot this time. We're in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Here's a drive. Shots up too strong. Follows up by Thweet. No good. Finally cleared off by Griffin. Pierce on the run. Left of the lane. Lobs right side. They put the ball in the hands of Pavard. Back to Pierce left side. 30 seconds left 3rd quarter. He bounces inside. It's tipped away by Hopping, and he's on the run. Hopping across half court. Hopping to the basket. Forces it up, no good. And it's out of bounds to St. Joe. Hopping's on the floor. Seems to be all right, though.
They made a great cover there from opposite side to take away that high post pass, but then probably could have given the ball up on the advance of the break. But there was contact. The Catholic kids are looking a little frustrated with the referee, but they got to be able to move the ball a little bit more to create some open shots.
Delva's back on, replacing Griffin for St. Joe. 21 seconds left 3rd quarter. St. Joe by 16. Outside pressure. And a turnover by Stafford. He stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, good pressure. Wildwood Catholic's not giving up. Their defense has definitely improved in the second half. They just got to get the ball in the basket. Their opening possession of the half, they had great movement and ended up opening up the lane. Now they're a little stagnant again.
Garfati on the wing gets to White, top of the key. White pulls up. He shoots a 3. It's blocked, but there's a foul inside on Thweet. His 3rd, team 5th. Ball goes to St. Joe with 3.8 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
I didn't see it, but it had to be some kind of push off the ball there as he was being fronted in the post.
Now it's St. Joe ball, but nobody's coming to the ball to throw it in.
Skilling's back in the game here for the last 3.8 seconds.
And he replaces Delva. He has 3 fouls, Skilling. Stafford gets it in. Cross half court. Brevard loses it. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. 43-27.
Wasn't necessarily as pretty as a quarter as the first two were, but both teams are competing, and I don't think this game's decided.
13-11, they outscored them. They got a long way to go, though, with 8 minutes left. Wildwood Catholic is down 16. You hungry for melt-in-your-mouth pot roast or meatloaf just like Mom used to make? Then after the game, head on over to your Egg Harbor Township Golden Corral. They've got all your home-style favorites, from fried chicken and mashed potatoes to oven-fresh yeast rolls and a chocolate wonderful that flows all day, every day. Plus, they have strip steak and shrimp on the menu weekends, with sirloin steak at dinner every day and a customizable burger bar at lunch. You'll find it all at Golden Corral, located at 6725 Black Horse Pike in Egg Harbor Township, right in front of Boscov's. Old World Tuscany meets Main Street USA at Anata Wine Bar, right in the center of downtown Hamilton. The custom-built wine bar says it all, providing each guest with a look, feel, and taste of old world Italian tradition. Anata's premier wine list is comprised of over 125 carefully chosen vintages, available by glass or bottle. Anata Wine Bar, 216 Bellevue Avenue in Hamilton, 609-704-9797. Now Wildwood Catholic turns it over in the opening possession of the fourth quarter. Pierce takes it away. Pierce across half court. Pierce with the ball. 7:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's 43-27. On the right wing, it's Stafford. They bring it across. He's got it at the top of the key. They're working it around the perimeter. Skillings with the ball. Pulls up from 18. It's off the rim. Rebound, Thweet.
Yeah, that was a tough step back. That was contested. Probably could have gotten a better one.
To the basket. The shot's up and good by White.
Yeah, that time he had Griffin on him, and he just went by.
He has 10 points. It's 43-29. A 14-point lead. And a foul is called, I think, on Angelo. Here comes Lopez back on. That's Angelo's first foul, the sixth team foul. They both have 6.
I think this might be Catholic's best defensive lineup, so we'll see maybe they can create some offense from the defense.
Pierce with the ball. To Skillings. Skillings at half court. Gets a crossover, feeds. They work it out to the perimeter to Pavard. Pavard backs up near half court. Crosses over. Backs off. Clock, of course, is on St. Joe's side. They lead by 14. Pavard gets a step. Shots up and good.
Well, he was hunting that the whole possession. He told the high post to get out so he could create that.
He's got 5. It's 45-29. Left side, Thweet fakes a 3. Into the baseline. Layup good.
Wow.
Strong move.
He just displaced Griffin. I didn't think a truck could displace Griffin.
Griffin, a 6'4" linebacker, visited Clemson. And a whistle. There's a foul here. 2 different people hit Pierce.
I think it's got to be Zarfati.
It is. Zarfati's second foul. Team foul number 7. So 1-and-1 for Marcus Pierce.
Well, the foul line's going to be a big part of this now. St. Joe's is going to get an opportunity to shoot a bunch of them these last 6 minutes. They drain them, they probably win home. We'll take this one home.
First free throw off the rim, no good. Rebound by Thweet. Quickly down court. Zarfati can't get through. Back to White. White's 3 on the way. Rims the basket, no good. Rebound by Lopez. His shot's up and good.
Well, that time St. Joe's didn't get a good box, and Lopez was able to finish it. All of a sudden, we got a 12-point game.
5 for Lopez. Pressure on Pierce in the backcourt. Zarfati fouls him.
Send him right back to the line.
That's his 3rd foul.
I was about to say, he's got to be climbing up there.
Team foul number 8. And on the line is Marcus Pierce. He's 3 for 5 on the line. Lines it up. First free throw's good.
Nice release. He brings the ball up a little bit towards his left shoulder, but up top it looked really nice.
He's got 15. Second free throw. Good. 47-33. St. Joe by 14. Outside, they swing it left. Zarfati brings it to Hopping. Hopping starts a drive, floats off the glass, no good. Little short with it, rebound taken by Brevard. Here goes Pierce. Pierce to the basket. Lopez blocks it. However, Skillings with a rebound, up and good.
It's a great first challenge from Catholic, but then Skillings again with the rebound and the finish in traffic. But it's a great no call from the official too, allowing the defender to go straight up to challenge that first opportunity.
49-33. Skillings has 14. Lopez with the ball. In the lane, a little spin shot off the glass and good.
I think he was looking to pass that, and then the White ran away from him, so he had to throw it up and it went home.
7 for Lopez. 14-point lead, 5 minutes left fourth quarter for St. Joe. Ball tipped away, but it comes to Stafford. Stafford feeds inside. Brevard no good. Muscle array by Thweet. Ahead to Lopez, who lays it in.
Oh, what a great pass from White. Didn't put the ball on the floor, hit ahead, able to finish, and we're back to a 12-point game.
St. Joe calls timeout. 49-37, 4:42 remaining in the fourth quarter. St. Joe leads Wildwood Catholic by 12. For 3 generations, John B. Ordilli Produce has offered quality service to all of its customers. 4 family members, Patricia Ordilli Augustine, Paul Ordilli, Dave Ordilli, and Deborah Ordilli Devlin, work together to efficiently manage the entire operation. Paul and Dave are 2 of the greatest basketball players in St. Joe's history, scoring more than 2,300 points between them. Phone John B. Ordilli at 856-692-6600 when you need fresh produce. They've offered service and quality for over 90 years. Dave DeWeese came into this game with 312 wins. He's the all-time leader at Wildwood Catholic and number 8 all-time in the Cape Atlantic League. And Paul M. Rodeo, he's not Paul Rodeo Jr. technically, Paul M. Rodeo with 106 wins in his 6th season. And by the way, an interesting statistic, Paul M. Rodeo is 7 wins short of Paul Rodeo at this time in his career.
Oh, yeah.
Whose team, by the way, St. Augustine, beat Atlantic City tonight, 54-48. St. Augustine clinching the American Conference Championship. St. Joe with the ball. They lead by 12. Pierce, a big reason, handles it. He backs up near half court. Angela pressures him. Gets it right side. Pressure now on Brevard, and he's fouled. Looks like by White. Yep.
It almost looked like he was trying to foul intentionally, but I can't imagine they want him to be fouling. But it looks like they want to put Brevard on the line.
9th team foul against Wildwood Catholic. And Brevard steps to the line. He's 1 for 2 there. We had a very exciting, tense JV game. It was won by St. Joe. And it's carried over.
From the opening tip.
Yes. First free throw is good. As you said, foul shooting is going to be crucial. 6 points for Brevard.
There's still a ton of time left in this game. I do think Catholic might have to hit a 3 or 2 to be able to get it back in this thing.
That free throw bounced 3 times on the back of the rim before it dropped in.
Man, that was a home bounce right there.
White with the ball. Angelo. Lopez as they weave outside. Lopez to the basket. Shots up too strong. Rebound by Hop. Whoop. It's on the floor now. And Hopping covers it nicely. Gets it to White. White to the basket. He's fouled. Great play by Jacob Hopping.
Yeah, he's come in these last few minutes and given him a ton of energy. I don't know if he's been able to finish, but he's done some nice things to get him extra possessions.
Fouls on Griffin. Team foul number 7. So it's a 1 and, well, maybe 2 shots for Jaleel White. He might have been in the act of shooting.
Looks like we're going to see a different type of full court pressure here from Wildwood Catholic, other than that 1-3-1 that St. Joe's has handled. Again, White's having issues with his foul line. Every one he misses, he's walking through the shot. He just needs to get a better base and stay with the shot.
He's 4 for 10 on the line. Second free throw is good.
That was good. The first foul shots, his last 2 opportunities, he's walked over the line as he's shooting it.
St. Joe by 13. pressure. Skillings brings it across half court. He's going to be double teamed.
Look at that trap.
Jump pass. White tips it into the backcourt, and White's fouled, I believe, by Griffin. Yep.
I think in the NBA that could be one of those flagrant fouls, flagrant one there, because he had a clear path to the rim there. But what a trap there with 3 trapping and then White coming to take away the next pass.
Back to the foul line, Jaleel White.
Let's see if he can stay on the line this time.
5 for 11. First one, good.
Much better.
He's got 12. Thweet has 9. Lopez has 9. He can cut it to 11. Nope, off the side. Rebound by Skillings.
It's tough to press from Pierce.
Pierce to the basket. It's good, and he's fouled.
Yeah, I think Angelo was in position, but he kind of backed out of it, and he surrendered that position, and now he's going to give St. Joe the opportunity.
Against Wildwood Catholic, so St. Joe will have 2 shots the rest of the game. So Fatty's back in, replacing Lopez. Pierce with a free throw. He had 28 against Wildwood Catholic and he lost the first one. He's got 19 now. 54-39, 15-point lead for St. Joe with 3:40 remaining in the fourth quarter. White steps back, 3, off the rim, up high is hopping with a nice rebound, and it's tipped away from him. Skilling had it for a moment. Angelo gets it. He feeds White for the layup.
It's a nice pass.
14 points for White. Timeout Wildwood Catholic. They're 4th. And it's 54-41. St. Joe by 13. Here in this live broadcast coming to you from Hamilton. If you're planning a party and want to make it special, It's a Rodeo custom on-site gift. The wedding reception, the spectacular tailgating and major sports event. When you plan your next event, make your first call to John Rodeo, 609-839-6209. You set the date, they bring the party. It's a Rodeo custom catering. Email them at itsarodeo@gmail.com. Paul Rodeo, the father, just walked into the gym after getting his 948th win tonight against Atlantic City and clinching the American Conference Championship. And there's pressure downfield. Step out. Turnover. All the traffic possession.
Again, Hoppy created that happen. I mean, he's not going to show up on the scoreboard a lot, but these last 4 minutes, he's really had an impact on this game.
Hopping to inbound. Lobs all the way into Thweet. He's wide open for a big dunk. 11 points for Thweet. The lead is down to 11. 3:15 left fourth quarter. Pierce guarded by Hopkins. At the sideline, lobs a pass to Stafford. Stafford pressured by White. He has to be careful. He's got 4 fouls. To the basket. This Bavardi backs off. They're looking to trap him. They have him. No, he gets it into the corner to Pierce. And a throw into the backcourt. It'll go out of bounds. The Wildwood Catholic will get it there.
Yeah, they just want to keep the ball out of the corner because the rotations to cover the passes are so much easier once that ball goes in the corner.
Hopping the inbound. 2:53 left fourth quarter. Wildwood Catholic down to 11.
And with a 3, make this interesting for the last couple minutes.
Hopping holds. Now lobs the Thweet at the baseline. And he's fouled. Fouled by Griffin.
I thought I was going to get that 3 from Hopping there, but the foul was called before the ball was kicked out.
4th on Griffin. 9th team foul against St. Joe. 1 and 1 on this. For 3. First one's no good, so it wasn't really right. That was his first free throw attempt of the game. He can cut the lead to 10 with 2:51 remaining in the fourth quarter. It's good.
Better rhythm than that. He's real quick with the burst.
54-44. Comes inbounds to Stafford. And it's stolen away by Lopez. Tries to bounce it inside. It's kicked out of bounds by St. Joe.
And for a lob pass to the corner, put the offensive player in a difficult spot. Got to keep the ball out of the corners here for St. Joe in these last 2:46.
Hopping inbound. Wildwood Catholic down by 10. Gets it back to Hopping. He starts to move. He's in the lane for a layup and makes it. 4 points for Hopping. Legion. Pressure on Stafford. It's stolen away. Hopping with the ball. Hopping to the basket. Spins it up and good. Hopping has 6 points. It's 6-point game. At the other end, to the basket. Pillard is fouled by Hopping. 2 shots.
Wow, that was really close to being clean. I think he probably got it, but what a great two-handed challenge there on the ball before it could get up into a shooting position.
To the line will be Jason Pillard. He's 3 for 4 on the line. St. Joe now leads by 6 with 2:18 remaining in the 4th quarter. First free throw, no good.
Angelo back in the game. Wildwood Catholic would love to see it. There's first 3 of the game go down here in this possession.
Jaleel White went right up to him when he came in the game and might have said just that. On the line. Pillard's second free throw is good. 55-48, St. Joe by 7. They get the ball out to Hopping near half court. Starts a drive, puts it up, too strong. Offensive rebound, no good. Fleet missed a little layup. The rebound taken by St. Joe. Pillard turns it over, and a whistle. White came up with the ball, and a foul is called on Skillings, his 4th.
Yeah, Catholic did a great job there for the battle for the board, not getting it. Came up and trapped the ball in the corner, didn't reach for it. Provide tried to split through the double, and the ball was deflected. The Catholic got another possession.
White's got 2 shots. 55-48. His team's down 7 with a minute 56 left. Lopez is going to come back in after the first shot.
I think they're going offense for defense for Angelo.
Good.
Took that step over that line again that time.
Lopez checks in. 55-49. White has 15. Second free throw. Good.
He was real confident with that one.
5-point lead for St. Joe. Byers, who checked into the game, brings it across half court. Nobody can keep up with it. Now he crosses over, brings it right side. Pillard. Bounces to Pierce. Pierce trying to avoid the corner. Timeout. He calls timeout. With a minute 42 remaining in the 4th quarter. That's the 3rd timeout for St. Joe. They have 2 left. They lead it 55-50 over Wildwood Catholic in a battle for the lead in the Cape Atlantic League's United Conference. This game brought to you with the best wishes of everyone at Calvi Electric in Atlantic City, who encourage you to get out and support your favorite high school team each and every week. If you haven't been watching, either at primeevents.net or on Matt Ulmer's YouTube page, you can watch the final minute and 42 seconds, or later on, watch the whole game from start to finish. It's all brought to you by Ulmer's Appliance Service, with offices in Ocean City and the rest of Cape May County. Shoppies is even better online. Probably visiting their showroom at 1031 Shore Road in Greenwood. But at shopping.com, you can select and design your own trophy or award and order it right there. Shoppies also has a complete line of unique gifts. Remember, you're not presenting the finest trophy unless you're presenting a shopping trophy. Phone 609-653-1684 for Shoppies since 1928. It's quite a sight here as White guards inbound play.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised by his feet.
He gets it into Pierce. Oh, nice lob pass. Pierce to the basket. Ball fakes 3. Shot blocked. It's a jump ball. So St. Joe's will retain possession. I don't know why that wouldn't just be a live ball. They didn't come down with it. Anyway, it's fires to inbound at the baseline. Bounces to Pierce, spins into the lane. Whistle. Foul. Foul on Hopper.
Yeah, it's definitely one of their favorite inbounds plays. I've learned that a couple times now. It's got to be a great anticipated pass there. And a good catch also. And then we go from the foul.
Now Pierce can make it a three-possession lead. It's 55-50 with 1:35 left. St. Joe leads Wildwood Catholic. Pierce's first free throw's good. He's got 20 points, and it's a 6-point lead. Angelo checks back in, replacing Lopez. He can make it a 7-point lead here. Everybody gets quiet, and he makes it.
No doubt about either of them.
57-50 across half court is White. Staggers down the lane, whistle. A foul is called on Pierce.
Yeah, he kind of had to. He didn't call a foul. There was a travel, so one group was going to be upset.
White to the line. He's been there a while, hasn't he?
Yeah, but he made the last few.
He's 8 for 15.
Well, he definitely attacks. He's not letting St. Joe off the hook by bombing away threes.
2 shots. Jaleel White, first one's good.
He's all over that rim, left and right. He's been able to make the last 6, I believe, 5 or 6.
Lopez back in. He's made 5 in this fourth quarter, plus a couple of field goals. Second free throw. Off the rim, no good. St. Joe has the rebound. Fires with it all. Pierce calls another time. Wise timeout.
I like his intelligence. I got to tell you, he's made 2 good timeout calls. He's in trouble. Might as well use what you got.
57-51, a 6-point lead for St. Joe. 1:16 remaining in the fourth quarter here at St. Joe Hamilton. Sure True Value Hardware at Summers Point. Folks that will continue to shop locally. They offer friendly service and expert advice. At Sure Hardware, they'll do anything to help. They're open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m., Saturdays until 6, and Sundays from 8 until 4. Help is just around the corner at Sure True Value Hardware, 515 New Road, Summers Point. Phone 609-927-6464 or visit them online at surehardware.com. All right, St. Joe has the basketball. Paul Rodeo is telling them what?
Well, they're going to get trapped. Keep the ball out of the corner for everything. He's probably told them how many timeouts they have left. They got to be strong with the ball. They got to move to the ball if they're being trapped, not sit there in the opposite corner with their hands up. They're not going to be able to do it.
And Dave DeWeese said what?
Dave DeWeese said, we want to get a good trap here, and there's plenty of time in this game. They don't have to foul.
Inbounds it comes to Griffin. Griffin is fouled by Fleet.
Or if Griffin's not a foul shooter, foul him right away. So that definitely, as we saw early, out of the timeout, Wildwood Catholic fouled right away when Pavard got it. This is definitely something they intentionally wanted to do.
You can see why this guy's a good linebacker. 6'4", 220 and solid. First free throw is banked in.
Okay, so now we know why Coach DeWeese fouled him.
It's a 7-point lead, though, a 3-possession lead. Angelos back on for Wildwood Catholic. 1:13 left. St. Joe 58, Wildwood Catholic 51. Griffin's second shot backs around, pops up in the air and drops it in. He's got 4, neither one of them was pretty, but they went in. Hopping, spins in the lane, shot up, spins off the rim. The ball's tipped out of bounds by Fleet. St. Joe possession, 1:03 left, they lead by 8.
I'm surprised Catholic hasn't learned something to try and get Angelo with the shot from the perimeter. All game has pretty much been shut out.
Pierce across half court, and his shirt is grabbed by Hopper, descending to the line. Can't let the time run out.
I gotta tell you something, if you haven't seen this Pierce kid play, this is a good high school point guard. Got to get a little bigger to play at the next level, and I didn't see much of a perimeter shot from him. He just didn't shoot it tonight. But what a smart player. Good-looking foul shooter, and man, did he attack.
First free throw, rims the basket, no good, but he has the run.
Also, defensively, he did a nice job on White. So I'd say 2/3 of this game, and he's outsized there, too.
57 seconds left. St. Joe leading Wildwood Catholic by 8. Second free throw, make it 9. Pierce has 22. White across half court to the wing. Pulls up for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound by Pierce. He's pressured down court, brings it across half court. Gets it to Brevard. Now back to Pierce. And he's fouled by Angelo.
I think that takes a pretty complete win here for St. Joe's, but Wildwood Catholic showed a lot of heart getting back in here. It wasn't their best performance, well, offensively or defensively, but all of a sudden it was a 5-point game late. So I think both teams will learn from this. St. Joe's actually going to be very happy. With 41 seconds left, up 9, I think it's safe to say St. Joe should be able to pull this one out.
Pierce makes the free throw. So it'll be tied in the United Conference. They'll break the tie by the Rose Bowl rule, which means St. Joe would win the conference if they both win out the rest of their games. Second free throw is no good. Fleet with the rebound. At the other end, still hopping for 3. He gets it. They'll use their last timeout.
Another second or two. Good run off the clock.
9 points for Hopping. And it's 61-54. A 7-point lead for St. Joe with 33.6 seconds left. And St. Joe will have the ball at the opposite end of the court.
I think they're going to put a little time back on the clock.
It's known all over the Delaware Valley. Johnson's Popcorn on the Ocean City Boardwalk, specializing in a delicious caramel corn. You can get Johnson's Popcorn in individual servings all the way up to 3.5-gallon tins. Look for them in your favorite food market or party store. Johnson's Popcorn, 1368 Boardwalk, Ocean City, 1-800-422-2676. They'll ship your popcorn right to you. They're also online at johnsonspopcorn.com. Johnson's Popcorn, since 1940. I'll be back tomorrow, too, with Steve Barker here on 106.3 The Shore when Ocean City hosts Lower Cape May in an important game for the Raiders in the National Conference that currently ties for second. 2 games behind Mainland and battling with Cedar Creek and Holy Spirit for either second place or a wild card spot. They need to win against Lower Cape May. They beat Lower by 2 points the first time around. It comes into Pierce. Pressured in the backcourt, and he's fouled.
I really like what Coach Roder just did right there. He knew he was going to see full court man denial, so he opened the court and gave his athletes space to move, and it was the second, possibly the third move by Pierce that got him open. A nice inbound pass there by Stafford also.
Pierce to the line. He has certainly been a major factor in this game. 61-54, St. Joe by 7. First free throw, back there, no good.
Although since I said he was a good foul shooter, basically 50%. So the EH2 girls won in overtime over Bridgeton tonight.
Griffin's back on for St. Joe. Second free throw for Pierce. Keep on. Wildwood Catholic has no more timeouts. Missed that one. Rebound by Fleet. White. And it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Skillings, and he lays it in. 16 for him, and a steal by Stafford. Skillings to the basket. He's fouled. He'll have 2 shots. On the line, Fleet. He went down hard with Skillings.
But it was a legal play. We had
a fan came over the railing and actually was on the court. They chased him back into the stands. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, and one of the St. Joe's players came off the bench.
Well, apparently what we have here is 2 shots for Skillings, and there may be a technical foul involved.
It wasn't a dirty play at all. He went straight up. Skillings came in hard. He was a little off balance. He was contact on a foul, but he did go down hard. I was worried about the drive before that, and Hoppin was coming hard from the length of the floor that he wasn't going to be able to pull up and be a closer, but he avoided it there. But what a great play by Skillings in the first pass. He anticipated the pass, stole it, and that should pretty much seal the game. And then Stafford did the same on the inbounds play on the next one.
It's a 5th foul on 3. And on the line will be Daniel Stillings, 6'4" sophomore, transferred from Highland after his a good freshman year. Free throw is good. Doesn't seem to be shaking up at all. It was a pretty hard fall.
It did. He took it well. I agree. He'd be calling an ambulance for me.
All right, so he's got 18. The lead is back to 11. But Wildwood Catholic will shoot at the other end. It was a technical foul.
Yeah, I think because the player came off the bench because there wasn't any kind of altercation. I don't think that there's an ejection needed, but I guess they just start putting players on the court.
Hopping makes the first. He's in double figures. And he missed the second. 65-55. St. Joe by 10. Wildwood Catholic has the ball. But there's only 17.3 seconds left. It'll come inbounds from Hopping. He gets it to White. White fires a 3. It's good, but they can't stop the clock. Unless they foul, which they do. White just fouled out.
I thought he might get a technical. He took the ball there and picked it up and dunked it, but he laid it in there late. Technically, the referee could have called that delay a game, but there's no need to call that now.
Melanson replaces him. And to the line is Jason Brevard. 9.3 seconds left. St. Joe leads Wildwood Catholic by 7. And they're going to improve to 16-3. The Crusaders drop to 15-6 with their 3rd straight loss. And they'll be tied in the conference, but if they both play out, they'll both get championship awards for winning the conference. But St. Joe would get the higher seed because of the Rose Bowl rule. Free throw is no good by Brevard, but it really doesn't matter in this situation. Makes the second one. Wildwood Catholic gets the Lopez. He's across half court. In the lane, goes for the layup, loses the ball out of bounds. 5.3 seconds left, and St. Joe and their fans celebrating. Big win.
Yeah, and a team win. The kids off the bench did a nice job, great game plan. Maybe not Wildwood Catholic's best effort, but St. Joe made them work for everything.
So Wildwood Catholic drops to 15-6, and they've now lost 3 in a row. They've got to regroup if they will not probably be the #1 seed in the Cape Atlantic League tournament. As the way we understand it, if they finish tied, they will both be champions of the United Conference for purposes of awards and everything. But St. Joe will get the higher seed as the seed in the conference championship because Wildwood Catholic won it last year and they used the Rose Bowl rule to determine that seed. This means Wildwood Catholic would drop to the #4 seed and would likely host Atlantic City. So there's some interesting things. A lot of things, let's say this here, a lot of things were impacted by this game.
No question. I mean, I didn't come in knowing what to expect from St. Joe. We knew they had a great record, but they had a couple tough results against the better teams. Wildwood Catholic has some Division I players, and they're getting all the press. There's no question, though, St. Joe is going to be a team that needs to be thought about in the future.
So, as we said, St. Joe improves to 16-3. Wildwood Catholic drops to 15-6. And we'll be back tomorrow. Well, I'll tell you what, let's take time out for a couple of messages, and we'll be back. You're listening to Cape Atlantic League Basketball on 106.3 The Shore.